That's R-R-W-W-A. I'm a Raider with an attitude. R-R-W-W-A. I'm a Raider with an attitude. If you first a pop off, then you most likely to win. See, I'm a Raider with an attitude, living in sin. I got a sword and a grin, and shield's protecting my race. These bitch ass motherfuckers get the fuck out my face. I'm about to give them a taste. Torpedoes set to explode, and these fools ain't fucking in. That's why they call them cowboys. And what's this bucket in the stands? Donkeys making crowd noise. They could eat on this when they take their L poison. I'ma call it like I see you. Watch me do as I please. Raider Nation, California, like the smoke in them trees. And I'ma toast to my G's while I'm slapping these fleas. I don't fuck with cheese and charges, that's why I'm crossing out seas. Raider Nation over everything, I make them believe. Before the game even starts, I'm already making them bleed. From the culture to the colors, homies, this is my life. I let the whole world know this.
Yo, and welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. I'm your host, Raider Will, and I'm here with my crew. Yo, I got my boy All In from TBH Dallas.
What's up?
I got my boy Gunny Raider from Vegas. What's up, baby?
Take that.
I got my girl Pal from TBH Dallas. And I got my boy Matty B and co-captain of the ship. What's going on, baby?
What up, fam?
Yo, guys. So, hey, we're in week 3 of the off season. Obviously, lots of hot takes, lots of going on. Worst Super Bowl ever. We'll finish with that. But, yo, guys, week 3. Raiders, we got guys in place. We start seeing pictures clear up. You're starting to see people get hired. You're starting to see people stay in place. And things are starting to clear up, all right? So we know right now the biggest thing in Raider Nation that we got to fill is that offensive coordinator spot besides that QB spot. Yo, so let's get right into it. Guys, we've already interviewed this guy. I'm going to name off a couple guys, and I want you guys to give me your opinion, all right? So we already interviewed this guy. Hey, Cliff Kingsbury, all right? I want you guys to tell me if he's a fit, if you guys like him, what you guys like, what you don't like, and if you see him as the offensive coordinator for the Raiders, all right? So, hey, Matty B, let's start with you, bro. What do you think about Cliff Kingsbury?
Man, I don't know. I kind of have a, I don't know, up and down kind of feeling about that guy. Because, yeah, he had that one good year in Arizona from the NFL. And then he just kind of went downhill from there. Then he went back to college. And he did, all right in college, I guess. But still didn't have like a winning record in college, So I get that he's, like a newer age quarterback. And, he takes, he's good with younger kids and shit like that, or younger cats, and can help develop them. But I just have that. He's already been an offense coordinator. He's been a head coach. Like, that's my iffy part about him. Like, if he was a hot commodity, other teams would have been all over him last year or year before after he got out if he was so good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So, but let me ask you this. All right. We said, hey, do you see him as a Raider or do you see him as an offensive coordinator that fits what you think AP's trying to mold for us? I'd be like, do you see him as a guy that as a possibility in your mind? Is he a yes or a no?
If AP's looking at that kind of a guy, like looking at a younger quarterback that he could help develop, then I could see him doing something like that. My like I said, my only thing is like his offensive play calling. I don't think he has any problem with developing a quarterback or anything like that, but like his offensive play calling is where he lacks.
Okay.
So, that's where I stand with Cliff Kingsbury is, are you going to be a good play caller one game and then a crappy play caller the next, or are you going to be able to take this team and run with that offense and develop that quarterback and make this offense into a better unit than last
year? Okay. Hey, Gunny, thoughts on Cliff Kingsbury?
I'm with Matt, man. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. You know what I mean? I think we've got to think about is the guy was a head coach in Arizona. It's a little bit different than being an offensive coordinator only, right? He's at SC with what's his kid's name? what the hell, fucking Caleb Williams, right?
Riley
Lincoln Riley, that's
and
it.
Caleb Williams.
So his offense isn't bad in college. I mean, we've all seen USC's offense can score points, so it's not. I don't think that's the issue. Can he do it in the pros? I think he might have got figured out a little bit in the pros. You're right. He had the good year, right? They had an explosive, pretty explosive offense, and then the next year it kind of went kind of sideways. You know what I mean? I know that's.
I know it had to do with some injuries and stuff along the way.
They had some injuries and stuff like that too, right? So I really don't know. I mean, if there's anybody, we know the guy can put up points. So if we're looking straight for an OC from an OC standpoint, I wouldn't mind it. I'm not gonna be against it. I'm not gonna throw my coffee if he gets hired. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not like we hiring Josh McDaniels to be the OC or something like that. Then I would throw some shit. But Cliff Kingsbury, I don't have an issue with him at all.
All right. Hey, all in? Thoughts on Cliff Kingsbury?
Yeah, man, I'm the same way. I'm hit or miss. I don't mind it. I think as strictly as OC, right? He hasn't been an OC in the pros. Been a head coach / OC. At USC, he's not the OC. He's the quarterback coach or assistant.
Yep.
Yeah, he's not the OC. So he was just fired last year. So he went from Arizona last season to USC this year, and he's not calling plays out there. I don't know, man. For me, it all depends on who's the quarterback, right? Because the quarterbacks on the roster can't run his system.
Yeah, they got to have the right QB.
Yeah. So, it all boils down to that, man. I don't hate the move though. Like Gunny said, man, I'm not gonna be mad at it.
Okay. So you guys both see him as a possibility and would not be against him being an offensive coordinator.
I'm in the same boat too. I just, like I said, I just have that. I'm in the same boat. If they pick him, I'm not gonna be mad.
No.
But
if he could focus strictly on do what an OC does, man, I think he'll be all right.
Right.
He had successful offenses in college prior to the Arizona gig. I mean, shit, look at the quarterbacks he had too.
And he had a top 10 offense when he was when he played for or when he was coaching Arizona. That year he had a top 10.
Yeah, they had suspensions, they had injuries. Man, after year one, the wheels kept falling off in all aspects for Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, Val, any thoughts on this?
Yeah, so I was kind of doing my homework a little bit more while I at the gym.
Yeah. Get that sweat on.
That's what I do. I watch podcasts and videos while I'm on the treadmill, but I don't know. I wouldn't be against it. I want to see his full potential, and see kind of where it goes. And then I kind of did some searching on some QB drafts. So.
Oh, all right. I got you. So I was going to have an opinion. I got you. Hey, so check this out, guys. I think I'm the only one in this boat. I'm going to say it like this right now. Fuck that dude. I don't want Kingsbury around my team. I'm going to tell you why, all right? It's not that he's not a good offensive coordinator and that his mind doesn't think the right way or like a certain way, okay? It's because he's a college coach, okay? That's what he is. If you guys have listened to, I listen to I'm like Val, man, but instead of, going to the gym, I'm doing beer curls and listen to other podcasts and other informational stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Because my gym is Modelo time. That's my gym time. Yo, hey.
Fuck yeah.
So I'm sitting there listening, right? And they go like, yo, former player comes on and goes, yo, this guy, he's a college coach. He doesn't have any discipline. He just kind of in there, and he wants to be one of the boys and, hang out with them. And for me, that lack of professionalism is not the direction where, and I get a lot of people can say, hey, oh, well, AP can cover this and AP can cover that. But for me, I think the goal from management was to surround AP with a shitload of experience and talent all over the place, right? I mean, like, if you look at our defensive side, you got PG, he's on lock. He ain't going nowhere. We already
That
saw
hasn't
Seattle
officially
just
been
sign their
announced
dude.
yet, by the way.
What's that?
That hasn't officially been announced yet.
No, but I mean, like,
No, but I mean, like, that's just
has
He ain't
he
going
been
nowhere.
interviewed by the Washington Commanders?
No, I think it was just Seattle, and that's out of the deal.
So
Yeah.
I mean, like, now that that's, I mean, like, yo, it's pretty much a wrap.
Yeah, he's still
And
under
I-
contract.
Exactly. So I mean, like, if you look at it, you know, we got PG, we got a guys with ton loads of experience, and then you're gonna bring in a guy, and this is where I'm like, yo, that has experience, that has done it as a head coach, but now he's taking a step back. But as a quarterbacks coach in college, he was struggling. You know, he went back to work for Lincoln Riley, bro. So again, I look at that and I say, yo, I love what the guy can do. I get that he has a great innovative scheme, and that if we get Jaden Daniels, that, you know, running quarterback is going to add a different dimension to our team. But when I look at the OC spot, and I'll say it right here, and I said it before, I want a leader at that spot, bro. If you got a leader at that spot, is a person that can be creative, that doesn't have to say, hey, it's my scheme. A guy that comes in and says, yo, there's these players here. I can adapt my offensive scheme to these players, and I'm going to make it work. And I see him as being a scheme guy, saying, oh, I need a running quarterback. I need this. Bro, if you can't make it happen,
I mean, you
that's
can't.
my problem.
I mean, I'm not like to go back to Kingsbury. Like, I don't see him being as a guy that's going to be like, yeah, let's just, you know, you guys do whatever. You guys, you know, you guys are good. You got what you're going to do. You know, like sit back and do something like that in the locker room. You know, he does come from a coaching background. His whole family is like in coaching. His dad won a Super Bowl for the Broncos. You know, so you know he's got ties to coaching. You know, and I think that he you know, if he did get hired, you know, like I said, I'm not going to be opposed to it, but I do think that he may, you know, have a little bit more, you know, umph in him this time. You know, like,
yeah, and he might, and you might be right. But here's my thing: if you
Hey,
bring
real quick,
in,
Kingsbury's dad who's his dad?
oh, I'm sorry, I was talking Kubiak. I'm looking at the wrong guy here. I'm looking at Kubiak, the next guy down.
hey,
I'm fucking I'm wrong. Sorry, you guys keep going on about Kingsbury. I'm over here.
yeah, no, check this out.
We'll have to
Again,
edit that out. We'll edit that out.
what, like, yeah. Hey, it's like he
Start
said,
over.
yo, like,
Yo,
that's why I see him as a guy being like, yo, he comes in, he might adapt. But again, he's not going to be like, yo, these are the guys I got. He's going to come in and say, yo, we need this type of quarterback for me to run my system. And that really puts us into a bind when it comes to the draft. It really restricts on the guys that you can draft. It tells you, like, hey, if this guy or this guy, we don't get those guys, then we only can get these guys in free agency. Now, if you bring in an offensive coordinator that goes like, yo, give me Brock Purdy, and I'm going to make him look like a fucking superstar. Give me Jimmy Garoppolo,
yeah,
and I'm going to take a team
where
to
you
the
gonna find that?
playoff.
Where you gonna find that at, bro?
Hey, I'm just saying, I'm not saying, hey, it's obviously out there because San Francisco did it. So, I mean, like, hey, there's obvious, look, freaking the Lions just came to the NFC Championship game after 32 years. So there's obviously coaches out there that can do it. But we get so enamored with the scheme, with the guy going like, oh, this scheme. No, you forget the essence of coaching is taking the best and getting the best out of every single player that you get on the field and making them better. That's what a good coach is. Am I lying?
No, you're
I'm with
not.
that. I'm with that. And you don't want to give too much. You don't want to give him too much. You don't want to give AP too much. We don't want to always say AP can handle it, because eventually you give somebody too much stuff to handle, it's gonna fall apart. You know what
Well,
I mean? We gotta have
no,
some confident people in there.
no, I agree. And if you look at it right now, AP is that guy. Like, players want to go play for him because they're getting better, because they were improving. So I'll be like, that's where I want to get another offensive coordinator and another coach where, dude, all people go like, hey, you want to go play for the Raiders, bro. They're a championship team. If you go there, you're going to get better. And even if you're not there, you're going to go make your money somewhere else after you give them your time and you ball out for them. Bro, that's what I want to see. So, I don't see Kingsbury being a guy that people line up for and say, yo, that guy's going to make me better. So, that.
I mean, he did coach Mahomes in college. He does have that behind him. So, I mean, he can kind of help you out there in that sense,
No,
Yeah, but
I
straight,
mean, hey, if you
straight
want to
from a
bring the
point,
man as court, go ahead, Gunny.
from a guy that can score points, man. The guy can score points. Like everywhere he goes, his offense has put points on the board. Let's not let's not forget that. And you're right. I mean, I need that dude to call plays, man. You know what I mean? I need AP to just tell him, hey, man, shut the fuck up and call plays. If he's got some sort of issue or problems, I don't need him to be too much of a leader. I just need him to call them plays.
No,
That's it.
but he hasn't even had consistency there, bro. He's a guy that if you look at his play calling, he's super inconsistent. Like,
I
he will
don't have
throw the
I
ball on
don't watch.
3rd and 1. We are going to see screens on 3rd and 1 again, or maybe a double reverse.
Well, it depends on who you got on the field, right?
Hey, we could have said the same thing this year.
Nah, I don't know about that.
I mean, like, you have Jacoby Myers, you have Renfro, you have Devontae Adams.
Yeah, none of those guys are breaking. None of those guys are breaking the 40 record either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'd be like, hey, but again, like, the inconsistency of him on the play calling is my biggest issue as well. Because for me, show me your consistency, bro. You got fired because you were inconsistent.
Yeah, we don't need no more inconsistency. Yeah, but I mean, I'm still sitting on the offense. The guys' teams do put up points, man.
I got you.
That's
I
all.
don't know.
That's
Did
all
he
I'm
get fired because of? I mean, he got fired because that team as a whole was a mess.
Yeah, that team fell
Guys
apart.
cannot be good head coaches and they'll be fine as an OC. I'm
No,
not ready to rule him out as an OC.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I think. I mean, it's two very different responsibilities between the OC and the head coach, right?
yeah,
And
absolutely.
he like a lot of guys in the league, they're assuming both responsibilities, right? I mean, you name a guy in OC and he's there to be your assistant, so to speak. But I mean, that's a lot of responsibility because you're still game planning the offense. You're still making sure, both sides of the ball are good. Your special teams is good, and the game plans come together. So essentially, you're doing two roles.
No,
And
no.
and some guys, it's just too much for. I mean, as far as consistency goes, I don't know. I didn't watch enough Arizona games to
Yeah,
to go
Arizona
there.
had one good year under Kingsbury. One good year.
Right. Right, and a lot of things factor into that. I mean, so I'm not, and I know they had injuries. I know Hopkins was suspended for a good part of a year. They had a lot of issues, man. Like I said, the fucking wheels kept falling off on that deal. So, I'm not ready to say he's going to be an inconsistent or a bad play caller because, truthfully, I just don't know.
hmm
Well, I got you, man. And you know what?
And he's not calling plays. He's not calling plays in college right now, right? At USC,
No.
that's Lincoln Riley.
Yep.
And so did he. And here's the other thing. So when he got fired, he took whatever millions he had left, right? He's still getting a check. So he took some time and went overseas. So, I mean, if you're not available to interview for jobs, it's kind of hard to get a job.
That's
Well,
right.
yeah. I'd be like,
So
when,
maybe USC was just a landing spot last year.
well, and I mean, like, if he was so hot, how come all these teams ain't signing him?
Right.
You know,
I mean,
No, you're right.
from my understanding, it's only been the Bears, Philly, and us.
so I mean, like, bro, all these teams had open availability, and you get 3 interviews, and you are a creative genius.
Right. How many of
Hey,
those teams have a quarterback and stuff in place, though? Besides Philly, which,
I mean,
Jalen Hurts is right up his alley.
Yeah, that would fit perfect over there.
and they chose Caleb Moore.
Kellen Moore, yeah.
Yeah, they chose Caleb Moore.
And I
But
think a
I'm
part
like,
of
look,
that might also be, you got to think, too, is familiarity, right? Kellen Moore goes back to the NFC East, which he knows.
true. And I'd be like, you might be right.
That's an insight on Dallas, too.
Oh, hey, you're not lying. And you know what? We talked about it, and you said, hey, Kingsbury had a lot of injuries, et cetera, et cetera. But, I'm just going to, I guess I'll finish the subject with Kingsbury like this, right? People are going to say that his team's had injuries and stuff like that. Guess what? Every other team has injuries and stuff like that. Yet their success still matters on, how the guys are able to adjust with the guys that they have, right? And people always say, hey, excuses are like assholes. Everybody's got one and they all stink. Okay? I could, like, the Raiders right today could be like, hey, I could be like, I'm Bo Hardigrove, and I said, hey, I just didn't have a good offensive line. I didn't have an off season. I didn't have this. But I'm still fired. You know what I'm saying? I think, hey, at the end of the day, I get what you guys are saying. In my opinion, though, I don't want him around my guys because I just don't feel he's a good fit for us.
Well, let me
I
ask you
see
something.
your guys' point.
Let me ask you something. Let's just do a little exercise here, all right?
All right, let's go.
All right. So last year, Bo Hardigree, what do we average? Our average something like 16, 17 points a game, something like maybe less.
I think it was less than that.
Maybe
Had
less.
to be less than that.
Is Cliff Kingsbury good enough to get us into the 20s? Because we don't need a lot.
But it's not. Is he good enough? Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Is he good enough to get us into the 20s a game?
Here again. So let me hit you with this. Okay. It's not if he's good enough. If he can make our players good enough. Because hey, guess what? You can be a freaking genius. You can be, but if you can't okay, look at Josh McDaniels. Okay, McDummy, he's considered an offensive genius, scheme work, everything like that with Tom Brady, right? Because Tom
just
Brady
nailed it, though.
understood.
You just ended your argument.
Yep, you ended your own argument. 100%.
Right, with Tom Brady. But but Tom Brady had such a high intellect that he could fucking make a dumbass look smart.
Well, I don't think Cliff Kingsbury's that though.
But
he's not scheming up some shit like Bill Belichick and not Bill Belichick, like Josh McDaniels, and nobody understands it. Like he's not out scheming himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think his system is complicated like Josh's system.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying it's super, but it's very specific. It needs very specific types of players to execute it.
Well, I think weapon-wise, we have what
we need.
I think we'd be fine weapon-wise. And regardless of who the OC is, we need a quarterback.
Yeah.
A pocket passing quarterback is not the direction of the league.
No, we don't have that at all.
We don't have a quarterback with legs.
Okay. So
if
you look at it, you're talking about legs, okay? And are you talking about a player that can extend the play? Or are you talking about 100% that's playing running back? Or
I need somebody who can extend the play.
I don't need a Lamar Jackson that can run. I need a guy that can extend the play, and like Gunny has said many a times, as soon as the ball snapped, we know he's not going to get sacked. Like you can see a sack coming, right? Like and then all you got to do is take a step in one direction, and you got daylight,
If you
and we're
get a
afraid to
Cliff
do that.
Kingsbury on your team, do you see him trading for a Kyler Murray as a quarterback to make that your starting quarterback?
No.
I don't
Or do you
see
see him going
trading for
after a
Kyler.
Justin
No,
Fields?
I'm saying what I see is this. Okay? First of all, it all depends on what Chicago does. But if you hire Kingsbury, you're making a statement that you're getting a running quarterback.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
You're
I
getting
mean,
an
do you
athlete.
see him going after like a Kyler Murray, who he has
No.
relations to?
no,
You know,
absolutely not. No, because the contract, we won't take on
Yeah,
that contract.
It's too much money, and plus,
No
he's
way.
forgot they signed him to a contract. I was thinking he was coming up on his
No,
contract.
No, there's no shot. You would either, if Cliff was the guy, you're selling to go to one, and Chicago's keeping Fields. Or you make a move for Fields, because Fields could run his system, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's like, well, that's what I was getting at. I was like, that's the kind of quarterback
don't
that he
know.
would need to run his system.
So, hey,
That's the
I
kind of
don't know.
quarterback we need anyway, one that can extend plays, man. Like, we don't have one on the roster that can extend plays. A pocket passing quarterback is dead.
But can Fields throw the ball? That's my question. Can he
Yeah.
read the field
Fields
and
can
throw the ball?
Fields can definitely throw the ball.
He can absolutely throw the ball. Let's
He's
not
good.
shit on Fields because he's been in Chicago for 3 years.
Chicago
Quarterbacks go to die there.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but I'd be like, there's a lot of question marks around him too. I'll be like, everybody's gonna say, hey, he didn't have this. He had a running game when he got there. They had a really good defense when he got there.
2 years ago or 3 years ago, who they did?
I thought so. I thought they didn't. They isn't it with Mac was still there?
Yeah, Mac. It was Mac's
Like they had
second year there.
Rowan Smith.
Yeah, they had a good defense, but their offense was horrible.
The offense was terrible.
Their offense was like David Johnson, I thought, was their running back.
No.
At one point.
Yeah, their offense, man, hasn't been great in years. I don't know that ever in my lifetime Chicago's ever had a great offense.
No,
you're not lying there. I mean,
David Montgomery was their running back.
David Montgomery, yeah, but look who they draft. They kept drafting these quarterbacks, and they're not working out for them.
They're terrible. Jay Cutler didn't work out, and then they drafted. Fuck, Rex Grossman took him to a Super Bowl. That offense was terrible, but it was good enough to get him.
Yep, good enough to get him
had
there.
a great defense.
So, you had Brian Urlacher and fucking
Lance Briggs.
Hester
returning kicks. Man, that dude, you couldn't even kick the ball to that dude.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
But anyhow, man, I think if Kingsbury's hired, man, I think Kingsbury could do a good job. I don't think AP, and I'll throw Marvin Lewis in there because he's advising, right, and Tom Coughlin. I think if they give the nod for Kingsbury, man, then I'm good with it.
Oh, I think if he gives the nod to anybody, I'm good with it because I think if you're a coach, you should be allowed to pick your staff. I'll eat crow until I can see what the fuck happened, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But all right, guys. Hey, let's move on.
He hasn't been hired yet. So, I mean, there's a reason why he hasn't been hired yet. We'll see what it is.
That's what I keep saying. So, hey, now we got 49ers quarterbacks coach, Clint Kubiak. Okay? Hey, Gunny, thoughts on Clint Kubiak?
My thoughts, no fucking idea who the fuck Clint Kubiak is, dog. If you think I'm paying attention to who the 49ers quarterback coach is, you are sadly mistaken. I have other shit to do in my life. But I'll tell you this.
Hey, we're not mad at you for doing none of them things. You're a busy man.
If we're gonna poach a quarterback coach from teams, it's got to be for me. It's got to come from the 49ers. It's got to come from the Rams. Like
100%.
That's it. You know what I mean? If you're gonna pick up a guy that hasn't been an OC, who's only been a quarterback coach or whatever the case may be, who doesn't have the experience of being an OC, and you're coming up, it's got to be from the Rams and the 49ers because those two teams have what I see is like the best play calling and the best adaptation to their players in the league. Right?
Look at Sean McVay this year.
Yep, they pretty much make shit happen no matter who they got on the field. So I'm okay with it. but I mean that could go wrong too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That could go
No,
real bad,
absolutely.
bro.
Hey,
Yep.
well, to your point there, it's like the draft, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's a 50-50 shot. It's a gamble. Either the dude's gonna work or the dude ain't gonna work. And the only way you're gonna find out is to give it time.
Yep. Yep. I don't know who the guy is, to be completely honest with you. I think he's probably like maybe some Kubiak's son. Is that like the head coach?
Gary.
Gary Kubiak's son at some point?
Yeah, it
It might-
is.
Okay, cool. Yeah, see? I know who he is.
All right.
Man, that one ain't a bad move either. But here's the thing: I read something that he may not take any interviews until after the Super Bowl. Are we really gonna wait 2 more weeks?
Depends on how bad that guy wants him. I mean, if you're looking at a guy like Gunny was saying, if you're looking at a quarterback or somebody to pick from somebody like that, that's the guy. That's the team you want to pick
I'm
from.
talking. You can't even interview him until after the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
That's like next.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, hey,
That's a bad move in my opinion. I mean, and like Gunny said, I don't know enough history about the guy besides who his daddy was, right? But I don't know. I mean, do we have that kind of time to wait?
Right.
so
Yeah,
what's your opinion on him, Marlon? So what would are you in
Gunny
on him?
nailed
Or
it.
you
I
say,
mean,
hey,
if you're taking somebody from San Francisco or LA's staff offensively, that's a good move, right? I mean, and again, it goes back. It's a 50-50 gamble either way.
Mm.
I just don't know that. I mean, you're talking. So the Super Bowl's 2 weeks, right? So 2 weeks from, or shit, it's Wednesday. So a week and a half, you can't even talk to the guy because he's not taking interviews till after the game.
no, but I'd be like, so I'm asking you, if you're the owner, do you wait or do you pass?
Well, who's making the decision? Is AP assembling the staff or is Mark?
Hey,
Well, you're
I got
assembling the staff.
I
You.
got something for you,
Oh,
Will.
I'm feeling it, man.
So
I mean,
you're pulling the trigger.
yeah. I mean, well, yeah.
Not on him.
I mean,
Here's what you do, bro. Here's what you do. The guy's
Okay.
not taking interviews. That's great, but if we find somebody who we like between then and now, we hire that guy.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Sorry, bro. I mean, I know
Yeah, I'm with you there.
you're too late. That's kind of how that works, right? If you find somebody you
Yeah.
fall in love with, you got to hire them. Now, if we're talking about like waiting after, we might have to wait. We're already a week away from Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So
Right.
if we're sitting there and we're about to be like next week is a Super Bowl and we still haven't found somebody, we're gonna interview this guy. Then cool. Maybe they do fall in love with him, or maybe they are holding out for him. You know what I
I'll
mean?
tell you where I'm at, man. I'm at the point where as long as it's not Adam Gase or Eric Bieniemy, I'm good.
I'm good. I'm good. Bo, you're right.
I'm
Hey.
good.
Bless,
Just
I bless
give him
that
a shot.
100%.
And I don't know why everybody is so high on Eric Bieniemy. What has that man done? Not a
Dude,
fucking
his
thing.
offense is terrible.
That's
Did you
Cliff
see it?
Kingsbury done. Not a fucking thing.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Bieniemy's been doing it a lot longer in the league than Cliff Kingsbury.
That's because Kingsbury got fired faster. So he just was that much
He
worse.
was also a
Yeah,
head
but
coach.
no,
No,
Kingsbury's
hold
got
on.
more credentials under his belt than fucking Bieniemy
Hold on a
does.
minute though. That's a shitty argument because Bieniemy wasn't a head coach.
Exactly.
Kingsbury was.
Exactly.
Yep.
Joe.
I'm with that
Joe.
too,
You
man.
can't compare them, man.
As long as
It's not
If
comparable.
it was just an
right?
OC against OC challenge, then yeah, you could
That's
have something there to
different.
argue with. But Kingsbury has had that head coaching experience and the offensive coordinator experience, and going back, the European experience, all that shit, dude. He's got way more credentials.
And technically, was Bieniemy calling plays in Kansas City? Nope. That's
Doubtful.
Andy Reid.
Yeah.
And look what he did the first year he called play. I mean, he wasn't great in Washington this year.
It was
and
pretty
then
bad.
and then the story broke that he wasn't the right fit with players. Right? He's very much a Josh McDaniels type. This is my way. We're doing this shit, and it's very as a matter of fact.
And I've heard that's a lot of the reason why he hasn't gotten a head coaching interview the last couple years prior to him going to Washington.
He's gotten interviews though. Like all we heard, right?
Well, I
for
mean,
like 3 or 4 years, all we heard was, "Oh, Eric Bieniemy's the next big coach," right? And then the fucking media blasted all the teams hiring for passing on him. Why did they continue to pass on him?
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
I could make the same argument for Kingsbury. All these teams are passing on him. Why are all these
I
teams
get it. I get it.
passing?
All I was saying was you can't compare the Kingsbury to Bieniemy because they haven't done the same thing. Bieniemy's never been a head coach in the league.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're right. You're right. At that point, you're absolutely correct. But, if you look
And I
at it,
have a hard time even saying what he's done as an offensive coordinator because he's been under Andy Reid for so many years.
and you can't, no. But at the same time, you would be saying the same thing for everybody that comes out of the Shanahan tree and the McVay tree.
Right.
Everybody that.
Oh, man. I got a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of fucking out of the shotgun anyways. So whatever it is, I don't like it.
Right.
I hate the shotgun. Call
All
me old
right.
school, but I hate the shotgun.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, man. As long as it's not them two cats, let's ride. Let's roll.
Yeah.
So you're good with anybody except those two cats.
Fuck at this point, man. Like who's left? Van Pelt? Have they interviewed Hugh Jackson? Hugh Jackson, I think, is a low key good move in my opinion.
So we'll talk about that now. And you know what, bro? So from what I heard, he would have done it, but there's some bad vibes there, bro. There's some freaking
Really?
there's some issues that they had when they let like him and the ownership left. Like
Him
from
and
what I've
Mark?
heard, like
Yeah, but when he was coaching, Mark wasn't even the owner.
bro, he said he would talk about certain things in certain interviews, but he wouldn't talk about others.
The new owner, bro. That's
Huh?
the year. That's the year that Al Davis died.
Was it? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So-
I couldn't remember if it was. I couldn't remember exactly when it was.
There's some bad vibes there, and that's why a lot of people have speculated, because a lot of people were like, "Oh yeah, he's come on podcast, and I know that he's been saying like, yeah,
but you got to think, man.
like
If Al Davis was saying some shit like that to you, that dude was already senile by then. Like that dude was already.
but you don't know. You don't know what the vibe.
If
You
he's
don't know
telling you something, you got to take that.
And was
bro? Like he probably said
was
that
Hugh-
to come there.
Did Hugh? But yeah, but I don't. Was Hugh hired as the head coach or was he the interim?
No, he was hired as the head coach.
Yeah, he
I
was
couldn't
hired,
remember.
I believe.
He went 8-8, didn't he?
Yeah, he
His
did.
first year, yeah, and then he got fired.
He got fired. Now I'll tell you, Al Davis wasn't
But
there
that
when he got
was
fired.
The year after his dad
Al
died.
Davis died before he got fired. So it was Mark Davis that made that call. So I don't know what happened between those two, but from what I've seen, he seems to really like Al Davis. At least
he
from
likes
back then.
Al, but he doesn't. He has bad like mojo with the son. You know what I'm saying?
That makes
I ain't heard none of that, so I couldn't. I was wondering why nothing officially was announced as him as a candidate because it makes sense now for sure.
All right. Well, you know what? Hey, now.
Hi.
You have any thoughts on Hugh Jackson, Ben Pelt, or Kubiak?
the Cougs.
No. You don't like Hugh Jackson?
No, I don't have anything to say. I'm still learning.
I got you.
I
All right.
don't like Jackson. I think he would be fine, but
I do too, and he also brings what AP is looking for, right? Experience. He could help as a head coach because he's been a head coach a few times, so he could help with that process and learning. Very much like Marvin Lewis.
I agree. I'm going to tell you something. Bro, I hope they get whatever, it's all legalized in Nevada. They get on that stogie and they kumbaya it together and they freaking have their drinks or whatever and smooth things over. Because bringing on Hugh Jackson, bro, that's a move.
I
Your
agree.
coaching staff is buff all over the place. It gives your coach the ability to grow, to depend on guys that have been there and done it a long time. And Hugh Jackson has the ability to change his offense for the players. and taking advantage of them. Man, Hugh Jackson made star players out of guys that when they left the team, I was like, who the fuck is that guy? Oh, that guy played for us? Oh, he's a bum. And he looked like a straight out dog when he played for us. And I was like, okay. Bro, I love
Systems,
what he
bro.
does. But I
Yeah.
think they have to like smooth things over with ownership. And I don't know what it's gonna take.
I didn't know any of that, so I can't
It's
speak
probably
on
not
that.
gonna happen if that's the case.
So we should move on from that. All right. Hey, guys, Chip Kelly, offensive coordinator for the Raiders.
Oh, can I just tell you who I think they should pick up?
Yeah.
I think our best fucking person to pick up right now is Alex Van Pelt. Look at it. Look at his stats, man. The dude was in Green Bay for 6 years, 2013, or let's see, what was it? 2012 to 2017 with the Packers. Goes 2018 and 2019 with the Bengals as a quarterbacks coach, and then he moves up to offensive coordinator for the Browns the last 4 years. And 2 of those 4 years, he's been to the playoffs with those. And this year, how many quarterbacks did he have that he worked with that he actually won games with? He even went and picked up a bum off the couch, dude, that didn't play all year and still won games with that dude. You know, so I mean, like, if you're talking about a guy that has experience in getting the best out of your players, I think that's the dude that we really need to make a push for. If you look at, if we keep Garoppolo on our charts, you got AOC, and if we pick up another quarterback, I think that dude could actually work with all those dudes and probably get the best out of them, out of any of these guys that we're talking about. And
He's
that's just
interviewing
my opinion.
Garoppolo ain't staying on the roster.
No, I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying if they decided to keep him on there, whatever, you know, like say he was on the roster, I think the dude could work with him. You know what I mean? Like that's how confident I am in that dude when it comes to his quarterbacks and when it comes to an offense. And he's strictly an offensive coordinator. You know, he hasn't had that head coaching experience. He knows how to call plays. So
Yeah,
you just let him
he's
strictly
interviewing in
call
Tampa
plays.
Bay this week.
Right?
He's interviewing in Tampa Bay this week too.
Right? And he's
So
had a
he's
lot
got
of fucking interviews too. So I mean, think about that too. And he's
well, you
had
know, out of everybody, I think his style should fit the players that we have the most.
exactly.
You know what I mean? So
Yep.
who knows? It could be that could be a really good fit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I think just out of all the ones that they have
there.
out there right now, there's just so many iffy spots with all these other guys. Chip Kelly, that's just Kingsbury. You know, that's just a heavy set Kingsbury.
That's just
You
an
know,
old Kingsbury, bro.
yeah, he's the same dude. You know, yeah, okay,
on old Kingsbury.
yeah. The only thing that Chip Kelly has over Kingsbury is he's won all his bowl games that he's been in. That's the only difference between the two. They've both been to the NFL. They've both been head coaches. They were both coordinators. They've both been kicked out of the NFL or ran out of the NFL. They both went back to college, and they both have losing records in college, and they're just the same person, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
nope.
I agree there. Yeah,
Oh.
I actually like the Van Pelt. That could be number one on my list, I guess. The way you put it there.
You said that last week, motherfuckers.
I like his style and dude, the guy's got.
And that's just looking at all the stats between all these guys, and he's got the best stats. And I mean, if you're looking at like the way we did the GM, and they went off of the way they built their team, I think that's the best pickup for offensive coordinator for us. If you're not waiting for Kubiak, you know what I mean?
I mean, as far as the GM and what team, or
our team, you know, our team, the way we processed it, you know, we had all these guys on the board that everybody thought we were going to get, and it was like, oh, bam, we got Tom Telesco because of his background. So if you're looking at background and how they work their things, this is the guy you're looking at because he's got all the background and all the credentials you're looking for to build that offense and run that offense.
All in. Thoughts on Van Pelt?
dude, as long as his name's not Bienemy or Gase, I'm good.
Wow. Okay, he's good with it. Yo.
I'm good. Like I told you, man, I'm honestly, I'm fucking over it. Hire somebody and fucking let's go.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
I feel like they're holding out for some reason.
There's something going on there. Yeah, for sure.
I think they're
For
holding out
sure.
to interview Kubiak.
And is he going to be like Ed Dobbs? Like, you fucking had Ed Dobbs in so many times and then you just went the other direction?
But look, here's the thing. It's not like we went the other direction. Bro, we got the bag. We got the fucking bag. Out of 3
Right.
GM possibilities, we bagged 2.
I
We bagged
get it, man.
2. Like, bro, we
I'm
got
not.
2
That's,
GMs.
no,
Yeah.
technically we got one.
No,
We
but I
got
mean,
one,
like, we got
kept
2
our
sitting up
assistant.
there with Champ Kelly and Telesco. And we got a guy that excels at drafting in the first 3 rounds. And we got another guy that excels at bringing in free agents and doing contracts. I'll be like, yo, it's like doing the suicide pass and you're still stroking, baby. Full stroke.
Hold on a minute. So who excels in the first 3 rounds? I'm confused.
Telesco.
He excels in the whole draft, man.
Yeah, Telesco's
Yeah,
a
but
bad.
I'd be like the majority of his picks that he's known for are in the first 3 rounds.
Dude, he's got 2 Pro Bowlers after the 4th round, and the rest of the league combined has 2. Like, the dude can draft. The dude's just legit all the way around.
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Now, and then you got Champ Kelly, bro. The guy is a freaking. He sounds Jack Jones, and he's over here looking like Daddy Licious. I mean, he's getting picks. He's shutting down people. He's like, look, I'm number 1.
Hey,
I'm
was that
him.
Champ?
Just call
Was
him
that
Daddy
Champ
Licious.
or was that AP though, man? I mean,
Bro, it doesn't matter because guess what? Who was the GM?
I get it for
Who
sure.
signed the paper?
But if AP's not there, does Jack Jones come?
No,
I'm not. We
That's all.
can't say.
I'm not.
You
I
can't
don't
say
know,
yes
man.
or no because guess what? At the end of the day, the people that were in place were the ones that did the signings and were the ones that worked together to bring those people.
hey,
We
Jack
can't
Jones
say,
cleared
oh, well, this
waivers,
guy
didn't
wasn't here.
Yeah.
he? Jack
No.
Jones
Yeah.
cleared waivers, dude. He may
Yeah.
not. Nobody may have picked his ass up.
Right.
I'd
If
be
it
like,
wasn't for AP.
so how about if AP said yeah, and then the GM goes like, nah, man. Just like Gunny just said. Bro, the guy's on waivers. That guy's trash. We're past that. It could have been like that.
It
But
could have
guess
been.
no.
It could have been.
Champ was like, hey, let's bring this dude on. Let's give him a chance. Let's see what happens. He took the chance. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, like, Mark got the bag, bro. He got 2.
Yeah, I'm
He
good
got a
with
guy
the
with a
GM
lot of
spot.
experience.
GM spot's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be just fine. I just want to know what's going on with this OC position, man, because they've been at it for a little bit, and I'm telling you, man, they're holding out for some reason, and it's probably the 49ers quarterback coach.
That's where I think they're holding out.
But
Because
he's got a point there, man. Like, how do you know he's gonna sign with us? You know, if you haven't even been able to talk to him.
So
yet,
let me tell you like this.
why would you hold out on somebody that
because you think he's better than the guys you have right now.
right?
So
Yeah.
But how do you know that he's gonna sign with? How do you know he's not gonna not sign and just stay where he's at?
You
know
don't
what I
How do
mean?
you know he's not going to pull a
Let me-
Ben Johnson?
You
No.
don't.
You don't. But here's the thing, okay? Since you don't know that, you always have a plan 1 and a plan 2, right? Hey, I'd be like, do you see people lining up right now to sign Kingsbury right now? Just like, hey, he just had 3 interviews. Let's sign him right now?
Nope.
No, they're waiting. So you got time to sign him. Do you see Alex Van Pelt getting signed like a crazy man? No.
He's
So
got
they
a few. He's
got
already
time
got
to
a couple suits, man. We'll see.
You know, all these guys, like we keep saying, oh, we need them right now, right now. Are we at practice? Our guy, like I'll say it like Allen Iverson, okay?
Yeah, free
Practice.
agents isn't even until March.
Are we at practice? We talking about practice. And we ain't even there. But people are like, oh, we need to have our OC right now. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I seen AOC in Mexico.
Yeah, nobody's worried about that. Nobody's worried about nothing right now.
So
Yeah, you know, and free agency ain't even until March. So I mean, until you actually, you know, you have till after the Super Bowl. You know, and I mean, if that's the case and that's what they're waiting for, then you know, all power to you. You know, but I mean, if that's you know, like in my opinion, I think, you know, the dude that we need is on the board right now. You know, I don't think we need to
All
be
I'm
waiting.
saying is don't get Ben Johnson.
No.
Well, hey, and you can get Ben Johnson, but here's the thing: if you get Ben Johnson, if you have your eyes set on one guy, okay, you say, "Hey, Kubiak's the guy," and he says, "You know what? Nah, I'm gonna Ben Johnson.
Exactly. That's the thing you're worrying about. Like, and if you let this guy, like, if Alex Van Pelt was your number 2 option, and you fucking wait till to go fucking do Kubiak, you know what I mean? And then he fucking falls through, but then
And
fucking
he
Alex
likes
Van Pelt
what he hears in Tampa.
Where are we at now? Mark Davis just fucked us this whole year.
Yeah, we got no offensive coordinator, bro.
Hold on.
We got.
Here's the thing, though. We keep saying, "Oh, if this guy gets signed."
Does that mean that Marvin Lewis comes out and becomes our OC?
No,
you know, and he's a defensive
Marvin
coordinator.
Lewis, first of all, Marvin Lewis was never an OC.
He was a defensive coordinator. I know.
Hey, you know what? Let's back it up.
Coughlin.
Let's back it up. We keep saying, if this guy gets signed, if that guy gets signed, okay, guys, I don't see these people getting signed fast. Cliff Kingsbury interviewed what?
How do you know the people aren't all waiting for fucking Kubiak?
And they could all be waiting.
They
Guess what? We're in the train too. Okay.
I mean,
it's like
you got to be
at the prom. Everybody's like raising their hand, and they're like, "Hey, can I get a chance?"
And then she
they are,
to stay a virgin.
That coaching staff is the fucking prom queen, bro. Them and the Rams the coaching staff is the prom queen. Everybody wants a piece of them for sure.
That's where I'm like, yo, we got to look at that and say, I really think AP has like a 1A and a 1B. Dude, everything that he's done is calculated.
I think every head coach has their 1A and 1B guy.
Someone probably even have a C.
Yeah.
You know, like
if you don't have a backup plan, you're fucking up somewhere.
Yep.
But that's where I think that with us, I think we're too impatient as a fan base. Mm-hmm. We want it right now.
Well, everybody's seeing that we're on everybody's just, you know, they're all excited because of the way we finished the season, you know, and we finally got a coach that everybody wanted. And now we're just like, well, hurry up and finish out the roster so we can find out who we're going to get, you know. And then as soon as we get the OC, you know, everybody's going to be like, oh, no, we're going after Caleb Williams. We're going after this guy. This is our guy, you know. I already know. We got inside scoops, you know. Like, everybody's a fucking manager when it comes to that. You know, that's the next step we fucking talk about, you know. So
my sources that never call.
I'm going to have to check my sources. Hey, hold on, man. Hold on. Let me see. Let me check my sources real quick.
Well, I mean, that's just how people are on Facebook, bro. They're all like, "Oh yeah, that's her." Not social media or anything, bro. They're all like that, you know.
Dude, I jumped off all them Raider pages. Them fucking people are idiots.
All I gotta say is this, bro. I'm gonna have my cousin, who's cousins with Mark Davis's barber, give me that inside scoop. You feel me?
It's probably coming from his 3rd baby mama.
Yeah, with his 8th baby mama. That's who sends me all the scoops, bro.
Hey, bro,
come on now.
Let me tell you guys something. My barber cuts Max Crosby's hair. He cuts a bunch of these players' hair. That dude doesn't know nothing that any of these guys tell. They don't tell him nothing.
Right.
They don't tell him shit. So he ain't giving nobody no inside scoop. And he cuts all these players' hair.
Yeah, they're just regular people, bro. They
got better stuff to talk about.
Their parents don't even know what the fuck's going on. I'll tell you right now because we've talked to their parents.
Yeah. They're like, oh,
nobody knows, man. Unless you're
nobody knows nothing.
So,
and if they do,
you know, look at last year, dude, when they're like, or the year we were looking for fucking Versace, you know?
Yeah.
Nobody knew.
Nobody knows nothing, man.
No.
Nobody knows nothing. We need an offensive coordinator, though, man, pretty bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know who it's going to be, but
I agree with you guys, but I think we can be patient, and I think they're waiting to interview Kubiak.
I think so, too.
You know, and if they wait for him, then I think that'll be fantastic. Hey. Yo,
well, look at it like this. Kingsbury, nobody's fucking lined up to interview him. So if we offer him the job, he'll take it. Apparently, Chip Kelly really wants this job. If they offer him the job, he'll take it.
Fuck that guy.
I
Fuck
get it.
Chip
I get it. I
Kelly.
understand. I
Also,
understand. I
And
understand.
twice on
that dude.
Sundays.
The point is, Van Pelt, he just got it. He just got his first interview by somebody else, right? And
Yep.
Kubiak didn't interview until after the Super Bowl.
That's
So
we got time.
I mean, there's four people in play right there, and eventually, even if we hired Chip Kelly, would it be worse than last year? Most likely, fucking not. You know what I mean?
right.
It cannot
And
possibly get worse
hey,
than that.
he may come out and have a killer year, and maybe
Yeah,
next year he has a shitty
exactly.
year. You don't know.
Yep.
I
I
mean,
don't know if his ego. He reminds me a lot of a John Gruden type ego man, and I don't know that fits with what
Dude,
AP has created. And
We
that
could
dude,
use a
man,
little spider too wide
why
banana,
are we
baby.
wasting our time? Chip Kelly is a fucking no for the Raiders.
It's
Bro.
a
We
fucking
are
no. You're right.
Yeah.
literally
I'm good.
we are
You're right.
wasting
It's a fucking
valuable
no.
YouTube time on Chip Kelly because that dude is a fucking college coach that should stay
Bring
in
it,
college
bro.
and learn
Spider
his
too
role.
wide banana, baby.
Stop being a jabroni and trying to get up with the Raiders. You suck. Go to the Chiefs.
Yeah, he's the one that's eyeing the position. That's all I've seen is
Yep.
he's eyeing the position, but I don't know if the
He's
Raiders
making
are
a
eyeing it.
move, bro. It's him. It's not the Raiders. You don't hear,
Yeah.
hey, the Raiders called Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
It's, hey, Chip Kelly saying OC for the Raiders right here.
I'll
With
do
I
my
would love that job.
up
Of course he
tempo
would love that
scheme.
job.
Hey, I'll be the OC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys
Hey,
heard it
yeah,
here first.
I'm
Matty B.
interested.
OC for the Raiders. Gunny B.
Let's just don't do
I'm,
it.
I'm also eyeing the
Quarterbacks
offensive
coach.
coordinator job
Gunny.
for the Raiders.
Gunny Raider. Quarterbacks coach.
I'm eyeing it. I'm eyeing that position for the
Yep,
Raiders.
I'm eyeing it from right here.
Yep.
Eyeing it, bro. Spider too wide banana. We're in there.
Man, look at that.
Full back in the flat, baby. It's always open.
Yep.
No
We're
doubt.
going fucking wide, bro.
Always
Yo.
wide open.
Yeah.
But I
Like
agree
you
with you
said.
guys here that I think Van Pelt's the best fit. Van Pelt is the guy that is the best fit and that we need to make a move on. And I'll be like, all the other guys, Kubiak, if Kubiak comes, but I'll be like, yo, those are the two. And we'll wrap up that part. But hey, let's move on to free agency, baby. Hey.
real quick, maybe they're not looking at a rookie OC.
Ooh.
Mm.
Ooh.
Maybe
So
maybe they don't want to fill it with a rookie.
Who you thinking? Who you thinking?
Then?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe Van Pelt ends up being the guy, or
That's what I'm saying.
That's
or
what
Hugh
I'm
Jackson.
saying.
I mean,
Bro,
I like the fit of Van Pelt the most.
you took 95-year-old Joe Flacco off the couch, bro.
And not only that, but I mean, dude, you've worked with Aaron Rodgers for fucking 6 years. You've worked with Joe Burrow for a year or two. You fucking been working with, you got Deshaun Watson you've been working with, even though I don't care for the dude, but you've been working with the dude, and you got the most out of all your quarterbacks this year.
Yeah.
You went.
did he work with Burrow, or was he there before Burrow?
He might have been there before Burrow.
Well,
Because, let's see, he was in Cleveland in Cincinnati in 2019. So, yeah, it was before Burrow.
Yeah.
Burrow was like, what, 2020?
So
Yeah,
they were
he came in
terrible.
like
or
right
something like
after.
that, 22.
Hey, pre-Burrow, they were fucking horrible.
true. But
The
I
Bengals.
will say this. He fits the mold of what they want to do.
Yeah. He's got the right. He's
he
got the
got
right
the right
offense and the
mentality. And honestly, with what he did this year with 5 different types of QBs, bro,
No running backs.
no running backs. You got to give the guy respect. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we see, that he's the best fit. But, all right, guys, let's move forward. Let's talk about upgrading this QB through free agency, okay? I know everybody's saying we're a QB away from being in the playoffs. Fuck, bro, these guys better fucking check their Cheerios before they start saying shit like that. But, yo, we do need to upgrade the quarterback position. You guys see who's in free agency. If you are upgrading the quarterback position through free agency, who are you bringing in and why? Hey, I'm going to start with all in. Who are you bringing in?
Not Kirk Cousins at $45 million. I'll tell you that much.
No.
Woo!
He could fucking
Yeah.
take that and
I got
go
a
I
quick
don't know
question
where.
on that topic. Now, when I was reading that, I thought I read that he was only saying that that's how he would stay with the Vikings was for that amount of money. Now, or was
No,
that what he's
I
asking
saw
for everybody?
Yeah, he wants a 2-year, fully guaranteed $90 million contract.
Oh, see, I thought it said to stay with the team, and I'm like, oh shit, like fuck.
No, he wants a 2-year, fully guaranteed $90 million wherever he lands, and you're
No.
going to be 36 years old heading into this season, coming off a major injury. I'm good, man. That's no off season. That's a Jimmy G all over again. That's no off season with the offense. You're not getting in sync. You may play in the preseason. You may not play in the preseason. So now you're talking week 1, 2, and probably 3. It's going to be rough, right? Because you didn't practice.
So who do you
I don't
bring
know,
in?
man.
Who do you bring in? Give me a name. I mean, like, you tell me who you won't bring in.
Through
So-
free agency, if I'm running things, I'm going through the draft.
I get you, but we're going through free agency. You got to make a move in free agency to upgrade.
Man, I really don't. I really don't. I mean, you could bring in a guy like Brissett or Minshew.
Okay.
Baker's not going to be in free agency, so that's. I mean,
So
he's not an option. I don't know, man. I would honestly, if those are the options, you just roll with AOC, I guess.
I got a little curveball here.
Okay, curveball. Don't tell me Russell Wilson.
No, hell no. Fucking, that's not even in the ballpark. So, think about this for a second, okay? The Cowboys right now.
No, stop it.
No, listen to me. They have Micah Parsons they have to pay. They got to pay their running back and Pollard. They got an offensive line they got to pay. They got some defensive players they got to pay this year. Okay, and they got Dak Prescott they got to pay this year.
No, they don't. He's still under contract.
No, he's not. He's on a free agent. He'll be up in free, or he'll be a 5th-year contract. He's got his 5th-year option, doesn't he?
No, he already got a contract.
He's already
not.
Paid.
They were just talking about this today about his contract.
Yeah, an extension. They're talking about.
Contract. Is it his final year of his contract then? This is his final year of his contract then.
Hey,
yes.
Matt, we'll edit that shit out, bro. Don't worry.
If he wants an extension on that contract, he can fucking hold out on that contract. You know what I mean? If he fucking feels like he took that team far enough in the playoffs, or he got them to the playoffs or whatever, 2 years in a row, or however many years he's had.
If that's how he feels, I don't want you. Bye, because you didn't do shit.
Yeah,
with that roster, you don't deserve. With the way you played in the playoff game, you don't deserve $50 to $60 million. You're looking to get. Not. I'm out.
Bro, these names on this list.
He wants 50 to 60. He wants Patrick Mahomes money. And Jerry was going to give it to him. If they got to the NFC Championship game, Jerry was going to give it to him.
He's still going.
They didn't get there, man. He don't get paid this year.
He's still going to give it to him.
Not this year.
If he ain't changing out no head coach, he's definitely not changing out no quarterback.
No.
I'm just saying, like, because I was listening to that this morning and on my way to work, and I'm like, that's kind of an interesting fucking player to put out there if you're fucking looking at somebody, you know, like, because all the players that you have in free agency right now, they're not, you know, like, that's not somebody that you're going to want to pick up to fucking carry your team the rest of the year, you know? So if you're looking at maybe a trade and you can't move up in the draft at all, and you can work something out with them because he's going to want a fucking extension or whatever on his contract with Dallas, you know, and you got a quarterback and that you're not, you know, he is a good quarterback. I'm not going to lie. I don't like Dallas at all. I think they're fucking garbage, but
who does Dallas replace him with?
Dallas, fucking, if you trade a first-round pick for him, Dallas has now 2 first-round picks. They can do whatever they want and move up in the draft and pick another quarterback.
No, that's not happening,
at a cheaper
bro.
price and pay the rest of their team if he decides to hold out on them.
They're trying to win the Super Bowl.
They got
bro.
a roster. They ain't getting out right now. That's not an option.
I don't see Dallas trading him because
they're trying to win a Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah, they're a win now or bust team,
right?
And you're right that they do. But I'd be like, if you look at teams, they pay their quarterback. If you think you got your franchise guy, you'll pay your quarterback. You let your pass rusher go. You draft another one. I mean, like we did it.
Right, but now you're affecting more than just one position if that's the case. If you're going to let 2 or 3 people go to pay your quarterback, now you got to refill those 2 or 3 positions, for somebody that may not even take you to that. You know what I mean?
Look at the Raiders right now. We
but-
could say like all these 2 or 3 positions you could fill in, but we have 2 or 3 positions filled in. But now we're in the opposite spectrum where a team's going to be like, well, we got all the positions filled in, but the quarterback is the most crucial part.
Right, but if you could roll out like 1 or 2 years with Dak Prescott, okay, and then when you get your first round pick or whatever, because you're going to trade a first round pick for Dak Prescott no matter what, So
Dog, they're not. We're not.
Nobody's trading for Dak.
Dude, I'm going to tell you.
I'm just giving out a scenario. I'm not saying that this is going to happen. I'm just giving out a scenario if you were going to do something besides build through the draft. You know what I mean?
It's unrealistic.
You're like sitting out there in fucking Mars right now, bro.
Dude,
you're like
I'm just saying what I heard this morning, and it made sense. Like if you're gonna,
I would stop listening to that podcast.
Okay, all right. It's NFL. I'm fucking serious every morning, bros. Where I was hearing it.
I will say this. It's an interesting thing, but I just don't see Jerry Jones doing it. Jerry Jones likes having a marquee quarterback. He likes being a guy that has
then who do you see carrying a team if you don't build through the draft? If you can't move up in the draft to get the quarterback you want this year, because there's a possibility that doesn't happen. There's a good possibility. Who do you go pick up to carry your team at quarterback this year?
I got the answer for you.
Right,
go
ahead, Gunny.
There is no free agent quarterback that's going to be able to do that for us. None.
Right. See? None. That's why I said there's no free. That's why I said roll with AOC.
So then, do you go with the shitty year and then just hope for the best for next year with the coach? Because everybody's going to be fucking calling for somebody's fucking head when it comes.
Look at these listen to these free agent names, bro. Kirk Cousins, Ryan Tannehill, Jacoby Brissett, Tyrod Taylor, Marcus Mariota, Sam Darnold, Jameis Winston, Drew Lock, Baker Mayfield, who's probably not going to be available, Gardner Minshew, Teddy Bridgewater, who I heard is about to retire.
He is retiring.
Huntley, Joe Flacco, like none of those players, none of those
quarterbacks.
Hey,
maybe Baker out of all those guys is probably the only dude that you could actually push for to fucking get you somewhere.
This is a group of backup quarterbacks, is what I'm looking at right here.
Exactly.
But again, we said upgrade.
Exactly. So if you can't build through the draft, and those are your free agent quarterbacks, do you not try to at least look at that option?
No,
that's what I'm getting at. Yeah, the Dak Prescott. Do you not try to look at that option? Or is that option completely off the board and you look somewhere else and just hope for the best for next year?
For me?
Hey, okay, so tell me this. So, okay, hold on. So you trade for Dak, right? And because he wants a new contract, right? Mm-hmm. So Dak wants $50 to $60 million, right, per year. Our fucking cap space this year is $50 million. So you're willing to trade for Dak and give him $50 million and not sign? Anything else?
No. You're not. You could work something out. You ain't got to give him $50 million.
Dude, he's going to ask for 50.
Dude, you're not going to pay.
He wants. You're not paying. He's a money guy.
You're not paying less than $50 million.
He doesn't owe us anything.
Right. No, and I get that. I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to look at scenarios besides the guys we have, because
that's not even a scenario in my opinion.
We got nobody, and if you ain't building through the draft like you're saying, you got nobody to go for. So it's just
that's not even.
Subject.
I'm gonna tell you why that's not a scenario. Because Jerry's not letting him go. To who? Trey Lance, who nobody knows what he could do. To Cooper Rush. That's not happening, man. He's not giving that up.
So what
they already said. I mean, he says it every year, but he's all in, right? So he's all in doesn't mean you're giving up Dak Prescott.
Let me ask you this:
It's not like
he's not giving up Dak Prescott. There's no way.
Let me ask you this:
the Tony Romo Dak situation where you had Dak in the waiting.
So let me ask you this, okay? If you got the number 1 draft pick for this year, do you think he'll consider trading for Dak if you give him the number 1 this year?
Well, I wouldn't trade for Dak if I had the number 1 pick. Yeah. That's the dumbest shit ever.
I'd be like, I wouldn't
That's
either.
The dumbest shit ever, and I'm going to tell you why. Because now you're in the hole $50 to $60 million a season when you can get a quarterback at number 1 at a fucking fraction of that.
Yeah.
Not
I
necessarily,
don't do
because
it,
if
man.
you're going to move up to get that quarterback at number 1, you're giving up a lot more than you're giving up a lot of fucking capital just to get that number
No.
one.
What he's saying is like there's already like a quarterback at number 1. So if you keep
There's
that
a
draft,
cap number, a salary
then
cap number. Like
you're more solid to
you're not going to
keep.
pay the number 1 pick more than
Oh,
X
I see
amount of
what you
dollars.
Okay, I see. Okay, all right, never mind.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, Matt, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. All right, and we fucking I've said this 100 times, I'm sure. At some point, you got to gamble, right?
Mhm.
At some point, the middle of the pack dude ain't gonna get it fucking done.
No, and that's why
right?
I was going with that, because I was just because his question was, if you can't build through the draft, who are you going after in free agency to carry your team? And like I said,
but
if you
he's
look
not a
at
free
that
agent.
list of the fucking people that are on there, you're not going after any of those dudes unless it's Baker Mayfield. But that, like you say, that guy's probably going to get fucking taken by Tampa Bay. You know, they're probably going to retain him. So
The only guys on that list that
if
could
you
play.
can find anybody, who else would you trade for? If somebody else, if you could trade for somebody, who would you trade for then? Like, you know,
Justin
outside of the
Fields
free
is the
agency,
only
right?
option.
If you
There's
had,
only a
because you
few
have to
guys
make
on
a
that
leap,
list that
right?
could
If
be a
you're going to
starter.
make a leap, who would you leap for if you're going to trade for somebody?
If I'm not
you can't
happy
build
with
through the
anybody there, and I can't move up in the draft, I'm assigning a guy like Tyrod Taylor, who Telesco has a history with, right? Like I said last week, and I'm gonna roll with AOC.
I can see that.
I mean, that's the option. Like none of them bums on the fucking Kirk Cousins ain't it. Sorry,
Right.
man.
Kirk
And
Cousins.
I agree with
I don't give a fuck.
So, and this is where again it's upgrading. I said upgrade the QB through free agency. Didn't say the guy is going to take you to the promised land. I didn't
Right,
say
and
the
in
guy
my
was going to
opinion,
take
like
you.
I said, there ain't
But
an
we were
upgrade.
talking about upgrading better than AOC, right? That means bumping AOC to third string, and this guy can be your legitimate second.
For me, there's only 2 guys I can even fill in. There's 3 guys, maybe.
Who do you got?
Minshew's a fill-in quarterback where he could start during the season if your guy gets hurt.
Yep.
Seth said that.
Jameis Winston is probably a guy who could
No,
fill in.
no.
He could fill in. He could fill in.
The reason why I won't
I
take
know you
Jameis
guys have
Winston
your
is
problem.
because that dude is not a team player, bro. That
I
dude
get
cares
it.
more about
I know you
himself
guys
than-
got. I'm just talking about skills, baby.
right.
Forget
No, I
about
get
your
that.
team
He's
player
got all the
shit.
skill in the world.
Yeah,
He's a
he
good
can go.
quarterback.
He
run
can
the ball,
definitely
fucking-
go to the grocery store and grab me up from
Hey,
Grab
can he fill in and start? Yes, you guys know that.
No.
Ryan Tannehill, maybe.
Yeah, talent-wise, from what Gunny's saying, absolutely Winston can
Talent-wise,
do it.
yeah, you got him all day.
He's gonna.
He can fill in, and he wins
gonna
games.
That's all I'm
But
saying. But those are 3 quarterbacks that could fill in. Those are 3 quarterbacks that can fill in.
Hey,
we're not even
but
talking
honestly, there's one name on the list. I mean, and nobody wants to hear it, but it's fucking Wilson. He would be an upgrade over AOC.
Wilson would be a better player than any players on this damn list.
Agreed. And
unfortunately,
don't take away what the guy did. They went on a 6-game win streak, and the guy played well this year.
Okay.
He got benched because he wasn't willing to renegotiate.
Right. I'm going to give him his credit. The guy played well for his team. I'm going to tell you the only reason I don't like Russell Wilson, besides him being a bitch, okay? Straight up, okay?
People don't like him.
It's that he's going to come in and he's going to have this.
It's going to be like he was.
And then I'd be like, for me, this is the new age Raiders. Let's bring in some new, even if it's a retread, at least bring me in some new blood to the AFC. Not a 5'9" quarterback that has 15 kids with Future's baby mama and brings in his own, he needs his own office and probably his own masseuse for his own special spanky time.
No, that's Deshaun Watson.
That's Deshaun Watson, baby. He getting that
Russell's
Deshaun.
right in the same line, bro.
Hey, honestly, man, I'm just throwing it out because he's going to be a free agent. You got to add his name to that list because he will be.
Right. You're right. His name is on that list.
You're going out of free agency and all those dudes with their talent. Russell Wilson is the best dude out of all those.
Do you sign Russell Wilson?
Yeah, if you're talking free agency and that's the list of dudes I have, that's the guy I'm going with. I'm not signing Jameis Winston.
So you would sign Russell Wilson? Yes.
I would if he was
Yeah.
the best dude on the list.
Allen, would you sign Russell Wilson if he was on the list and he was your best quarterback available at the time?
As long as the money's right.
Yeah, if money's right. Yep.
Gunny, you do the same thing?
If you're pressed, dude, if you're pressed, and the two people on that list that could start is fucking Kirk Cousins,
Ryan Tannehill.
money, Ryan Tannehill, who's not really that good anymore.
Baker Mayfield would be the only other quarterback.
Baker Mayfield would be the only. He's also a fill-ins kind of guy.
He's still a fill-in kind of guy. You know, he's not a dude that's gonna...
Russell Wilson's better than all those guys that just talked that I just named.
Hey, Baker Mayfield's got more playoff wins than we do.
Hell yeah, he does.
Yeah.
So, and that I would have taken Baker last year. That's
I was in the same boat. I
would've
wanted
been down with
Baker
that too.
last year. I thought we should have picked him up.
I wanted Baker or Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
I wanted Aaron
gotcha.
Rodgers, bro.
But I'm going to tell you like this. I guess I'm going to be the only one. Because I'm going to be that GM that gets fired, all right? If Russell Wilson is on that list and he's the best GM,
Best quarterback?
best quarterback on the list, and I'm the GM, I'm saying, fuck that guy. I'm rolling with AOC.
I'm not.
like I said, man.
We can't roll with OC, man.
Hey, bro. I
Can't
just
do it.
But you know what? Like, if you honestly, like, everybody in the locker room talks good about AOC and that he's got a lot of potential and a lot of
He's a fucking great guy, bro.
Like, if you gave
Derek
it,
Carr
yeah,
was a
he
great
don't
guy,
move his
too.
legs. His legs don't move. But if you can, like, I don't know, if you can build a line, I mean,
and this is where
if you can build an offensive line to kind of help him out, if you can't build through free agency or draft, and you got to roll with AOC, beef that fucking lineup as big as you can fucking possibly get it. To where
I think we're beating a
motherfuckers
dead
are
horse
gonna
with
let
the
him
O-line.
sit back in that pocket because you know he ain't gonna be able to run, and let him get that fucking connection with Devontae in the pocket where he can throw those back shoulders and fucking get those fucking balls delivered on time where they need to be a full offseason.
Yeah,
Bro,
you gotta
I don't
understand
want.
he was thrown into the mix with
That is
everybody
the
else
worst
last
case
year.
scenario. That's
Okay.
the worst case scenario.
No,
That's
Agreed.
worst case
That
scenario.
means we didn't
I'm
have-
just saying, if that's the way you got to go, that's the only way to do it is beef that line up and just protect him.
The O line ain't as bad as everybody makes it out to be either. They finished in the top 10. They were one of the 10 best O lines in the league. So,
and this is what I'm telling you. If I see that, okay, if I'm on the draft list and or at the free agency list and I'm looking at that, and I said, yo, this is our only option, then I'm building a fucking monster team around the quarterback. You know what?
Well,
yeah.
You
I'm
go
bringing in
offensive
Tyrod
line, you
Taylor,
go
and
left tackle, you go right, or whatever it is where you feel like you got the best player at the spot, and you start drafting those guys.
I would throw something. I would throw something if that's the scenario that we had to go with for sure.
You know,
That's one of those throw something scenarios for me.
Agreed. I'm going to have to go buy a new TV.
Yeah. If we end up rolling with AOC again, that means we didn't address our biggest fucking need, man.
Yeah, and it might be like, hey, so let's talk. All right, let's move on. We talked about free agency. Let's talk about the draft. Right? We keep saying draft, right? Okay, we're going to go, we're going to talk about the first 2 rounds, okay? First 2 rounds, and we're going to draft, and we'll do a mock draft. Each one of us will get the first 2 rounds, and you guys will get a choice of, hey, move back, draft the guy, okay? Make your
If
call.
we're moving back, Telesco needs to be
You got a
fired.
simulator going?
Yeah, I'll get the simulator going. Hold on.
I was gonna say because I need to bring one up if we don't.
Yeah, I'll get the simulator going. Hold on. Hold on, I'm bringing this up right now. I'm gonna go number of rounds, 2s. Yep. Close. Normal speed. Pausing it. Hold on here. Let me share the screen here, fellas. Hey, can y'all see the screen?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Go. So I'm gonna start the draft. All right. Hey, so are we making a move for number one right now? I mean, like, hey, let's start with all
Who's
in.
up first?
All in. You're first.
Yeah, fuck it. Hey, I've been saying you got to go big or go home. At some point, you gotta
Okay.
fucking throw your balls on the table and do it. Do it.
All right. Hey, throw your balls on the table.
That's right.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Let them hang.
Fucking nuts on the table, baby. Let's see what we got.
Let's see what you're gonna trade. All right. Next.
All
What are you
right, so
gonna
you're gonna
trade?
swap. You're gonna swap first, right? 13 for 1. Damn. So it only gives you this year and next year.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the only thing he gave me. So you're gonna swap.
So you swap 13 and 1, right? You're gonna give up next year's first,
Mm-hmm.
and you're probably gonna give up this year's second because that's what Carolina did last year.
Okay.
And I'd say probably next year's third.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, fuck it, send it.
Oh, they
Yeah,
declined it.
What a
yeah.
fucking bunch of
You're gonna have to
assholes.
give 3 first rounds.
Okay. Oh,
Which you
what do
ain't
you
got because it only gives you. See, that simulator's kind of handicaps you, man.
Yep. So, hey, Drake
That's Drake.
May, Joe
I
Alt.
can't really.
Where are we at? Oh,
So you got Joe Alt already off the
damn, they
board.
got Caleb falling to 4, huh? That's
Yep.
Who?
Illumina Fast Shoe. Or do you want to trade up or do we keep going?
It's too late now. Who are we gonna trade
yeah,
up for?
it's too late, man. I
All right.
keep going. Let's see.
We should have traded with. Should have traded with number 2 or 3.
Dude, it's going super fast. All right. Hey, you got a freaking trade. Okay. You can go back to 29, pick up a second, get a third, and pick up a second for next year for this year's first and second. It looks like our third.
Pick up another second.
What's the other offer?
The 16th and a second. So you move back 3 spots, and I think you pick up a second and a third. Or
Just a second.
Nah, because Seattle's coming for a quarterback. Who's available?
I think I got to reject these first.
Man,
Oh,
Kool-Aid man or Newton. Those are hard players to pass on right there.
you got J.J. McCarty. You got
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. You got Michael Penix still. You got Spencer Rattler.
Oh shit, we're going to Super Bowl. Rattler's it, man. Just kidding. Don't hit that button.
The Rattler Snake.
Man, I mean, you need to obviously address the biggest need. Personally, I kind of like McCarthy, but I think Bo Nix probably be the guy there.
Bo Nix.
As much as I don't like that move.
All right. So we draft Bo Nix in the first.
I still like my mock that went down a couple weeks ago when I traded to 4 and still got Jaden.
Oh, bro, like, let's see here. Now we're going down. Now you're in this. You're gonna get down to the second. Or do you want to trade up? Do you want to keep
That did
going
go a
down?
little fast.
Where are we at in this second?
And
23rd
Oh,
pick.
we're like 44th or something.
yep. So
Yeah, just resume it. Who's available? I don't even know. Are we even in the second?
yep. So you got Chop Robinson left right now. You got J.J. McCarty still. You got Byron Murphy. You got Quentin Mitchell. You got Brian Thomas. You got Demarius Mims. What do you want to do?
Is it our pick?
Oh, I'll be like, do you want to trade up or do you want to stay at the 44th pick?
No, we'll stay where we're at for now. Let's get through the first.
Holy cow, this thing just. All right, there's some trades going on, it looks like. All right. You got a trade offer for your second round draft pick. You can move back to the third and pick up another second this year.
2025 pick. That's next year's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Next
not
year.
giving up 2 picks this year for a pick for 1 pick this year and 1 pick next year. No, we're gonna keep it.
Okay. Now you got, let's see here. You got a center out of Oregon, which could be because Andre James, he is the
Yeah,
guy that we're looking at getting rid of.
Parham's gonna go to center.
Okay. Then you got Xavier Legit, wide receiver, Troy
Give me
Franklin.
Sweat out of Texas.
Ooh. And Michael Penix Jr. still on the board as well. All right. Yo. And I think that's going to be it because we only did 2 rounds. So, you got my picks so far. You got Bo Nix. So you addressed the quarterback position. And you got Kevondre Sweat. And you addressed the D tackle position. So let me go here. Let me go restart. I'm going to go slow because that shit is too fast.
Yeah, that shit was pretty fucking fast.
Yeah. All right, Gunny, you ready?
Yeah, let me hit it.
All right. Are you trading up? Or what are you going to
Yeah,
do?
I want to trade with the Patriots though.
You want to trade with the Patties, huh?
Yep.
It's gonna be a lot.
All right. What are you giving up to the Patties, man?
Swap it. Swap the picks.
Okay.
Give up this year's second. And next year's third. That's it. If that don't happen, everybody can fucking fuck
Oh,
off.
that you're gonna have
That
to
ain't
give
gonna
up
be
that first
enough
at
at
least.
all.
All right, let's see what happens.
Decline.
Cool. Let it ride. Let's go.
All right. You're going to go to 13?
Yep, let it ride.
Okay. Caleb Williams. Marvin Harrison.
Jaden Daniels.
Drake May.
Okay.
Joe Alt.
Okay.
Malik
Wide
Neighbors.
receiver.
Okay.
I would.
Jaden Daniels to the Falcons. The Falcons trade up to 6.
I was gonna say I would
No, they
call New
trade-
York and try to
trade.
trade.
Oh, it was a trade. Oh shit.
Oh,
Let's see where we end up.
all right. Hey,
You got some
Arizona's calling
calls?
you.
What do we got? Pick 13. They want to swap pick 13 for 27?
Yep. And 35 for your
That's not enough,
146.
bro. That's not enough. Get out of here.
Okay. How about that?
Okay.
That Arizona trade actually ain't bad,
Wasn't
man.
a bad idea. That was actually a pretty good offer.
Yeah,
We
'cause
said
you
pick
pick up a
27
second.
and 35.
You
Oh,
can-
yeah.
And
Okay.
30.
The other
Yeah.
one's pretty good, too, though.
Yeah, because we have the
Back one and
44th
picked
pick.
up
Gang.
like 28
Yeah,
spots.
take it. Take the Saints one. I like the Saints one better.
Yeah.
Set.
They're gonna come in and get Bo Nix. Watch.
No,
Who'd they
they
end up-
get D
Oh, damn.
tackle. See? Damn.
John Newton.
Look at this haul. 34.
Yeah, but I don't need all that. I don't
That
need
puts
no
you out
fucking-
of the first there.
Yeah, I don't need no. I need to stay in the first.
You
I
can
don't
still
need
get
that
your
if there's-
quarterback.
I don't know.
I
Man,
don't like
would have
that
fucking
either.
taken that one because you could probably pick up a Bo Nix or a fucking Michael Penix in the second round, dude.
Well, let's see. Look,
Yeah. Oh, you know
Okay.
what? Just take it. Take this Cardinals one. Let's see
The
where this
Cardinals
puts
one or
us.
the Patriots one?
No, I don't like that
Patriots.
Patriots
Oh, I
one.
guess
man.
that was
That's
34,
hot,
so it
bro.
does kick you out of there. So okay, you
I
don't.
want
pick.
to stay in the first round. We already got
Yeah.
another. We got another second. We got 2 second round picks now,
Yeah,
All
there
right,
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
You
Yeah.
want to accept
and
that?
a third. Now we got 3 third-round picks, second-round picks. Hit it.
They
gotta
move
keep
up to
scrolling.
get an edge rusher, corner, tackle.
We ended up at 27, right?
yeah.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to get a quarterback still. I have a feeling. You're gonna have between
Three.
3 quarterbacks, I believe.
I think you might be right.
3. Who's your third?
You're gonna have Bo Nix, JJ McCarthy, and
Oh yeah, I
Penix.
forgot about McCarthy.
And McCarthy,
McCarthy
McCarthy just went
gone.
off the board. Who picked up McCarthy?
Seattle.
Oh, they did. Okay.
they like
Hey,
they
that's
like
a
it. And they just
that's a
grabbed
draft
Bo
for Seattle right there, man. They
They
got their
just
D
took Bo Nix.
tackle and who? Yep,
Bo Nix just came off the board just prior to us.
yep.
We're gonna
So
just
all
let's
you got is
decline that. Let's decline that.
Klein?
I just take
Yeah,
Penix
who's
right
on the
there.
board right now? What am I looking at? I
you're
can't
gonna
really
have
see it.
Penix would
you're
be
gonna
your
have to
only
take.
quarterback,
Yep.
Damn it, man!
or Rattler.
Fucking sucks.
Sam Hartman, Notre Dame.
Man, I don't want to do that. Well,
Well,
what's the big board? Big board.
the best player available is Byron Murphy, D tackle.
Take Byron Murphy.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. That's a good pickup.
Okay, now who's drafting right now?
Lions.
Let's trade with Baltimore. Oh no,
Baltimore?
let's trade with let's see. Who needs a quarterback?
I don't
None
think
of
any
those
of these
teams.
teams need a
None of
quarterback.
these do, right? Okay, don't worry about
No,
them.
you might be able to sneak.
You got two
Yeah.
second-round picks. You could trade up to the first again and
Exactly,
get you.
exactly.
But I'd be like, look at it. You got
I
Detroit.
bet you could trade with Kansas City right now. I bet you could trade with Kansas City and still get your quarterback.
But why would
bet
you
you
when
could
nobody
stay.
ahead of you needs a
I'm not going to
quarterback?
worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it because these teams don't need quarterbacks.
Yeah. You
Did the
could
Patriots
stay.
draft one?
They just drafted
Who did the Patriots pick up? Who did they get? Oh, they got Jaden Daniels.
Drake
No, they
May.
got Drake May. That's right.
Drake May.
Good. We're good. We're going to get
Yeah,
Penix.
go ahead and run
run
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yep. Unless
Hey,
something
still gonna get
stupid
Penix.
happens.
You'll still get Penix. That's a good fucking draft right there. You can land Penix. Second.
The Eagles, the
Oh,
Panthers,
dude.
Panthers ain't stupid enough to draft one. The Patriots already did.
Yep. So you got him right there in that.
That's it, baby. Draft Michael Penix Jr. right there.
You Broncos.
Fucking wheeling, dealing, kiss stealing, Rolex wearing.
Okay, so you pick up your quarterback.
And you got one more second.
I got 2 more seconds, don't I?
I
Yeah,
think
44
so.
and 45.
Yep, I got 2 more seconds.
Oh, bro, what a freaking haul.
Now it's just best player from here on out.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Do you draft or do you accept this
What am I looking at? Let me see.
Next year picks.
next year's second
No,
round
I'm-
and 54th?
No, I'm gonna draft all these second rounders.
Okay, so we'll
That's
reject those.
That's not good either.
Okay, best on the big board. You got
Yeah, let me see.
bro.
Oh man, we're not looking for another wide receiver, are we?
Cornerback.
Bro,
Oh, look,
you-
you still got Sweat there at
Javonte
tackle.
Sweat,
too.
you can
Damn.
pick him back up.
That would be dirty.
Double D tackle. Let's go. Double D tackle, baby. 44. Sweat.
Can't go wrong with double D's. Now you still got the 45th pick.
Yep. 45.
Reject.
Let's
Reject.
decline that.
Man,
Okay, now you got another. Now you can pick up a center, a corner,
I mean, I'd go corner almost because you almost need a
Are
little
we-
more
are we
depth.
a
drafting
tight
again?
end, another edge rusher. I mean,
Are we? Let me know when we're picking because mine's kind of.
bro,
Weird.
you
You're
got,
You're on the board
you're
right
on
now.
the board.
Oh, I'm on the board. Okay, my bad.
I'd even go linebacker in this spot, bro.
Fucking linebacker.
Dress the fucking
Whoa.
team.
You can get an offensive lineman.
That's what I'm looking for, man. But I don't see anything.
Is there
Okay,
a corner?
so Zach, the first best offensive lineman according to this is number 46. Okay, named Zach Frazier, which you'd be drafted in one spot out of position, I guess.
He's a center.
Yep, center. He's 6'2", 310. He's one of the strongest interior linemen in the country. He may not excel in space as an athletic player who is skilled at making landmark moves on the second level of defenses. Wait,
Okay.
You know?
Well,
Yeah,
so
I'd
he's
pass
not
on that,
athletic.
dude.
He can't
That
climb to the
sounds good.
second level.
that don't sound good at all.
Parham's going to be our center this year.
Yeah, close that out. Let's see.
You want to get an edge rusher.
Man, bro, I really wanted an offensive lineman here. I probably should have traded back, huh? But
So you can,
Uh,
offensive line,
Look at-
we got.
look at
You
the
want an
guards.
interior guards?
dude, that's so far away though.
Yep. 60.
Offensive tackle from Houston.
Yep. The closest one is the center.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Let's take me back to the top. All players. I don't even want a corner, bro.
Yeah, you could even go fucking receiver again.
Yeah, but we got so many
We're
receivers.
stacked there, man.
That's why I'm like, yo, you can bring an edge rusher.
And depending on who we lost, right? Yeah, you know
The
what?
best
Just get another edge
linebackers
rusher.
should be Jalen Ford out of Texas.
Get it.
Hey, that kid's a ball player.
Well, let's get him then.
All right, let's go Jalen Ford out of Texas. We addressed the linebacker spot.
He's right there, right?
Yep.
He's in a
Yeah.
prime spot. Let's grab him. Why not?
All right, we grab him. I don't know. Let's see here if Gunny has any
It's
more
all-
picks.
No, it should be it.
I think that was it. We should
All right,
have 3
63
second
is
rounders.
the last pick.
It's gonna run through. Hold on, and we'll see what it comes out to real quick.
We had ours and 2 other teams second rounders.
Bro, you
That
had
should
a
be a-
ton of picks in the second round.
3.
Let's see here. And
You sure we don't got one?
Let's see. And you got more picks. You would have had more picks in the third.
Yeah.
Shoot.
You sure we didn't get a second? Or
Nope.
another one?
Nope.
Or is that it?
That's what it is right now. This is the last one coming in right now.
Okay.
Yep. You got 4 picks. So
There
your
we go.
first pick at 27 was Byron Murphy, defensive
Yeah,
tackle.
that defense stacked up, baby.
At 35, he picks up a quarterback, Michael Penix. At
Hey, I'd be happy with
44,
this fucking draft.
dude, you just upgraded our defense on the interior, picked up a linebacker, and picked us up our quarterback.
No, man, wouldn't that be special?
Shoot. That's a draft right there. It's one of the better ones we've had. So, hey,
That would be real special, bro.
yep. Let's start right here. We're going to restart with Matt. 2 rounds. Slow. Boom. Let's draft. Okay.
I want to see if I can trade up with Arizona right there.
Oh, you're trading up to Arizona. Okay. Arizona. What are you trading?
Okay, swapping picks this year. And swapping next and giving them my first round next year.
That's it.
Try that.
Okay.
Damn, that motherfucker is stingy,
They're
bro.
way too
Yeah.
stingy, huh?
Are you trying to make another move, or are we going?
No, let it roll. Let it roll.
All right, he's letting it ride.
Not gonna sit here for an hour trying to fucking make a trade
Caleb Williams.
for one pick.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison is off the board.
I'm
Drake
surprised
May.
Washington's come out twice drafting Harrison.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
So you
shocking.
could trade right here with New York
Mm-hmm.
or right here with Tennessee.
Yeah, try
Yeah,
to trade
it's-
Tennessee real quick. See what you can get with Tennessee. Do that same pick with Tennessee. Same trade.
Swap
Same
first
trade.
and give them next year's.
Yep, and give them next year's. Swap first, give them next year's.
You may have to give them like a third too to get it done.
Give them a third too. Or actually throw a fourth in there. Throw a fourth.
Fuck them. Give them a first. Give them a first. Say, don't take that shit. We'll trade with Atlanta if you don't like it.
No, Atlanta wants a quarterback.
Let's see.
That's true.
Rose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Firm.
Damn.
Damn.
All right,
Damn,
let
these
it roll.
motherfuckers are stingy, bro.
Yep.
Let it roll. I want to see where we come up.
Oh, they pick a corner. Oh, dude, they got a receiver, edge
Shit,
rusher.
we about to get a fucking top 3 quarterback.
We're about to drop Jaden Daniels. JJ McCarthy.
Ooh, all right, give me Jaden Daniels on this next pick.
Yeah, fucking too easy, bro. Who is that? Tell him to fucking pound sand, bro.
Let me have
So
Jaden
Broncos.
Daniels at the number 8 pick, or at our pick.
8.
Boy, oh boy.
Yep. Give
Wouldn't
me
that be
Jaden.
some shit?
Okay.
Jaden Daniels at 8. or
Just
at
fell right into
13.
it.
Yeah, he fell. He fell out of the. Ooh.
Told
I
you
love
someone's
it.
falling.
Jaden Daniels falls. You're still got your second round draft pick.
Yep. I want to see if I can get that traded back because you can pick up some more.
Ooh.
That Wiggins kid, man, is projected to be pretty good.
Yeah, Nate Wiggins.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a beast. All right, let's see here. This thing's going. Now that he drafts Jaden Daniels, it won't go fast, right? Sheep.
And with that, I don't need nothing else now.
Right? It's like, shoot, that was a glitch. But he might be able to pick up Michael Penix in the second.
Get them both, bro.
Bro,
Right.
And we're bound to get it right at some point.
Now we got fucking trade capital.
Bro, I'm not lying. Michael Penix is falling. Oh,
That's
he just
one
got
of the
drafted.
That's one of the quarterbacks I could see falling.
Michael
Well,
Penix.
you got it. He's gonna fall.
What's the next one? 71 is in the.
But that busts you out. That puts you in the third round.
Put you in there. Okay, yep. No project him.
He's gonna fall, dude. That performance he had in the fucking bowl game or in the championship game was not good.
Let's see. Go to best. Go to all.
Oh, we got D tackle Miami Leonard Taylor.
Sweat's still there.
Fuck, man. Tavondre Sweat's still there, man.
Yeah, these two, like, he's even rated higher.
Oh, shit. Leonard Taylor, do you guys know anything about him? I haven't really heard anything about.
This is breaking through Leonard.
3 is 5 sacks, 19 total loss. Shit is a bonus.
He's a former 5-star.
305 pounds of beef. What's up?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna let's go with that guy. Going best player on the board.
Bam. Hey, yo. So, you guys see it? I mean, like, yo, Nat has so far got the crown jewel of the draft, Jaden Daniels, and then picks up a D tackle from Miami and Leonard Williams addressing the defensive line. That's pretty good.
I'm with it.
And that's pretty good. Let's see here, man.
I don't know. I'm still liking fucking Mike's picks, man. He got the fucking. I think he's got the fucking.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro.
He got the best fucking haul out of everybody. I think.
Yep.
That was crazy.
I would love to have that one over mine.
Shit.
And we're not gonna be mad at Michael.
Hell no, you're
at
crazy,
37
not taking
for this.
Penix over Jaden Daniels. That's wild.
I mean, like, if you couldn't get Jaden Daniels and you can make it in a rack like that, dude, fucking bring it.
And you know what? And Gunny's Jaden Daniels was gone at 3.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
what
if I
he
had
did
to pick between drafts, I'm taking that one right there.
Oh man, here we go. All right, I'll do the last one, fellas. This is me.
I just don't trust Penix's injury history, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying the kid ain't gonna be it, but and the kid could throw a ball, but I just don't trust his history.
Yeah, I get that. But at 37,
yeah, you can't
for
back him up
sure.
37. You're not really like reaching for him.
Shoot.
yeah.
You know what, fellas? I'm gonna let it ride because I know that I'm not gonna give up what they want me to give. Oh, look at
No,
this!
they're not.
Look at
We
this!
already see what they want.
Yo, Caleb Williams, drafted number 1. Joe
Patriots
Alt.
don't even go fucking quarterback. They go fuck what?
Look
Okay.
at this.
Hey, no way.
Quarterbacks are falling.
That's a
Marvin
bullshit
Harrison. I might
fucking
make a
mock
move for
draft.
Marvin. I'm gonna propose a trade right now.
Oh, you gotta go Marvin Harrison, huh?
See,
Game changer.
game changer,
Go Marvin Harrison.
generational talent.
And then fucking trade your next first rounds, move back up and get Jaden Daniels. Bam.
Let's see.
Now,
Bam.
draft.
In there.
Declined.
Declined. Oh, go, dude! Marvin Harrison to the Chargers. I got to make a move to 6. I can still pick up whatever quarterback I want. Trade to New York.
You're giving him Devontae.
Yeah. Nope. I'm gonna trade 13 and 6. Give him next year's 1. Damn it.
Not enough, man.
Oh,
These motherfuckers, bro.
wait a minute. Look at this. This is I
No,
might get
he's gonna-
a top 3 guy at a steal here.
I mean, if you're
No.
looking at it, you might already get it.
Oh, Drake May.
Jaden Daniels, Drake May, both gone.
And Drake.
Oh,
Now you're fucked.
Look at that. The Jets would get their future guy to sit
Garrett in
behind
the
Rodgers.
65th, that's in the second. Those are 2 second rounders, huh?
oh, dude.
Oh, fuck the
I-
Chiefs. I'm not helping them get better.
The Chiefs.
Those are both
is-
second rounders.
Fuck that.
Fuck the Chiefs.
You know what though? If they get 63 is the last pick in the second, huh?
Should be.
Yeah, it's
Second
about
to
that.
last.
So they want to give me the first pick in the second and the second pick in the third. They want to
Fuck
give
that.
me another third.
They want to give you the 31st and the 63rd. So you're waiting until the end of the draft and both fucking spots there.
But right now, because I'll be like, if my guy, let's see here,
Yeah, just get your guy.
quarterback.
Who's your guy?
There you go.
Yeah, you know what?
You still got Bo Nix.
I still got. I'm gonna move back.
Move back.
I'm gonna gamble it. I'm gonna get me another second rounder. I think I can pick up Michael Penix Jr. Like back now because I couldn't pick up any of the top 3 guys. So I'm gonna pull a Mike. I'm gonna get a haul. I'm gonna get the biggest haul I can.
So you accept.
Yeah, that'll keep you in the first round at least.
Yep.
So you want to accept that one?
Who do they take?
Oh, they go wide.
Hey, but now you got some extra picks too, dog.
Yep.
Hey, you get 1 extra pick.
So I'll get
Get the last pick, second to last pick, and then
There goes
McCarthy's
McCarthy.
gone.
second. You can even move up now.
up 31st. I'm getting nope. I don't
Oh,
want
you're
59.
moving up.
Yeah,
I don't want
need that.
57. I
No,
don't want that. No,
Don't want that.
reject. Reject.
Nah, these teams are acting like we don't need fucking players or something.
Yeah.
So
So
on a haul.
hey,
Bo Nix is there. That's who I'd take.
I go Bo Nix.
Yeah, if
Hey,
Bo
that
Nix
late
is there,
in the fucking draft, fucking get Bo Nix, bro. I'm passing
if you get Bo
right
Nix
here,
at
bro, for
31,
Bo Nix at the
forget
end.
it.
That's
Yeah.
a good fucking pickup at the end of the draft.
And the
Dude,
first
Bo Nix
round.
at 31, give me that all day.
Yeah, I get like a quarterback at 31.
And then you ain't got to worry about that injury problem, Mullen.
So hey, check
Yeah.
this out. Now I can get a second rounder, but then I'll have to move back in a second rounder next year. Second rounder this year, and another third round. See who's available.
What's on the board?
You already got 2 second rounders.
Bro, I can pick up Leonard. And ooh. Bro, I can pick up Michael Penix Jr.
Who's
Double up on a QB.
Yep.
Who's the best kicker?
Bring in that competition, baby.
Long snapper.
Bro, I addressed the D tackle spot, right? I'll get a D
Bring in that
tackle.
competition.
Yep. Let's see here. I get the last pick of this round.
Somebody's got to make a reach. You know, that's the Raider way, bro. You got to make a reach, bro.
That's right,
Oh,
dude.
we'll scroll all the way to the bottom.
Yeah. Hey, get Jerry Rice's son, dude, for nostalgia.
Yeah. For
Hell
next
yeah.
year.
See here, we're at
Is that his son?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he only had
Yeah,
two.
it is. Is
At
he
a
next? Is he
USC.
coming out this year?
Do believe he declared, yeah.
Wow, I thought he only had 2 kids. Or 2 sons
No,
playing.
he's got a kid. He plays for SC, bro.
Wow, I did not know that. That is news to me.
yo. So
He's
you
good
know
too.
what? Go ahead.
But he's got 3 because he's got 2 that play on Colorado, right?
No, you're talking about. I'm talking
No,
about
that's
Jerry
Deion
Rice.
Sanders, fool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Deion
Yeah,
Sanders.
Sanders, Colorado.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Jerry Rice, the GOAT.
Yeah, Brian.
Oh,
no.
Jerry Rice. Okay, why am I thinking Deion Sanders for some reason?
It happens, bro.
I know, Matt. You've been a little off today, man.
I am a
You
little
over here
off
talking
today,
about
bro.
trading for fucking Dak Prescott and shit. Shit's going
No,
weird
I
over
was
there,
putting that out. Hey, man.
It's got alcohol, baby. No, I'm just messing.
Hey, I'm about to go get me a drink after this shit.
Shit.
Yo.
Yo, was the alcohol on that, man? I don't need to be drinking Modelo's anymore. Fuck me up that bad. Fuck that.
Yo, so
How
in
we
my
pick-
draft, we got Bo Nix, we got Leonard Taylor, and we picked up Chris Broswell plus a 2nd next year and a 5th for next.
Give me that shit. I'll take it. Fuck yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
who Chris Boswell is, but
Yeah,
I'll
well,
take it.
hey, definitely some interesting drafts. Definitely some stuff that we upgraded. Guys, let's move on to the last section of our show, which is talk about Super Bowl. All right, hey, but Val
What's
did
that?
have something for us on the draft, all right? She wanted me to point this out. She said, hey, I watched Caleb Williams tapes, and she thinks we need somebody that is mobile, but that is willing to work. She feels that Caleb Williams just doesn't want to put in the work. So
I don't think that's Caleb Williams.
you know, I mean, like,
I think-
she wants a guy that's
I think
willing
he'd
to
be-
work.
I think he'd be crying and shit, but I don't think there's any case that where he doesn't work. He doesn't work hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
No, I
He-
get
he's
what you're
like-
saying.
He's like he may be whining about his draft status and shit like that, but he just wants to get where he wants to go. And we were talking about the young kids these days. You're gonna hear a lot more of that shit.
Yeah, it's the times we're in, man.
It's the times, but I don't think there's any question that he's probably the best quarterback in the draft
Yep. Yo,
just by the shit that he does, man.
I got you. Yo, so let's go. Like I said, talk Super Bowl. This is the worst Super Bowl ever for a Raiders fan. I'll be
Mhm.
like,
It's
Yeah,
in our fucking
49ers.
building.
you got freaking Queefs. All right, guys. Who do you guys
Shit
got?
get me killed,
What,
bro.
what do you guys expect out of the Super Bowl? Besides the best thing probably being the halftime show. All in, hit me with it.
And that'll probably suck too. Fucking
Don't be hating on my boy Usher.
yeah, man, I don't hate on him. He's all right. The halftime shows have just sucked since fucking LA.
All these
And they
halftime
sucked
shows,
prior to LA too.
Yeah.
That's just the man, bro.
They got to
But
bring
being,
fucking
you know-
Patrick Mahomes' favorite singers every year.
Well-
Take that.
Yeah, I think All In pretty much has the same feeling we all do. The Super Bowl will
Yeah,
suck.
man, I
You
mean
don't know what to do with
it sucks, I guess, if we gotta
My Nats could be better than the Super Bowl. I'll tell you that right now.
ride with one, man, we'll take the lesser of two evils and pick San Francisco.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Yep. Can't really be a rival with them anymore when we don't live across the bay. So
Hey,
Well, they fucked that up when they moved south.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Santa Clara 49ers.
Yeah.
hey, all I gotta say is bang bang Raider gang.
Yeah.
No.
No,
This is wild, bro. I don't.
but hey,
I mean, it's
right
the same
now-
thing as 5 years ago in 2020, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Same Super Bowl in 2020.
Right?
yo,
Yeah.
There
again,
was.
I don't have much to say. I'm not even like literally. I'm like 49ers. You know, I hope you guys win it. I don't like you guys. You guys are just the lesser of two evils. That's pretty much
Right.
all I got to say about the Super Bowl. What do you got to say?
Fucking both. Both.
We're putting on a party with a couple other clubs out here.
So
I
we're
gotta
gonna
show
put
up.
on reruns of the Raiders Super Bowl during that
This is
Super Bowl.
Did they record those back in the day?
I
Yeah,
don't
no
know,
shit.
man. I
Did we-
need to find them online somewhere,
You got
man.
to
and
dig in
fucking
archives for that.
Bring
hook
me
up
Yeah.
to your TV.
YouTube. Go
YouTube.
YouTube it.
It might be
Damn
black
it.
and white, but it's
Yeah.
there.
Well,
Right.
all right, guys. Well, we are at the end of our show now because we just wrapped up what we had our thoughts about the Super Bowl. So please click like, subscribe, hit us up on all our socials. We'd like to hear about what you guys think and let us know how we're doing. Hey, well, until next week, It's all much love and respect, and it's all about the Raiders.
Raiders.
Let's go.
Fuck the G.